All I do is win, 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 no matter what. I'm Alex Martini, and this is Draft Daily. Today, we're going to be going over the top five college players, what I think about them, where I think they're going to go. And near the end of the show, I'm going to make my prediction on the Eagles-Titans game, the Oregon-Colorado game, some injuries that are in and out, and I'll even maybe tell you how I think they're going to win, what they have to do in order to win. So we're going to go 5-1. Fifth person, I think, Jameis Winston, Florida State quarterback. You all know him. You know him more off the field than on the field. On the field, this guy's a phenom. He's a blue chip quarterback. Everyone wants him. Strong arm. He's comfortable in the pocket. If he needs to scroll out, he's comfortable. He's fast. He can hit the accurate passes down, middle, short. He's a resemblance of Cam Newton. I personally think Tampa Bay is going to pick him in the top 5 if Tampa Bay ends up getting it picked. Number 4 on my list is Amari Cooper, Alabama wide receiver. You know this guy from the highlight reel. That's where I found him. Highlight reel. This guy, he makes all the catches that you would expect that will never happen. But he seems to make them. He resembles mostly to me Jeremy Maclin. Jeremy Maclin makes those great catches. They both get a little shaky with how they make the easier catches, but you know what? That's not a big deal. I personally think we're going to find him with the St. Louis Cardinals or Arizona Cardinals, because Larry Fitzgerald, he's getting a little older, and he might be in the league a couple more years, and that's going to get him up, and I think he might even end up resembling Larry Fitzgerald. As you know, Larry Fitzgerald, he's top 10 in the league, has been for a long time. So hopefully Carson Palmer gets ready to go, and if he can work out that new combo. At 3, I have Ifo Ikri Alulu, Oregon cornerback. This guy, I don't even know there's enough I can say about him. Best defensive cornerback in the league, by far. He's talented. The one thing he doesn't have for him is he has to use his brain in order for size, because the size, he's not the tallest, he's not the biggest, but he's very competitive. He's not going to yield. You're 6'5", he's 5'10", he's not going to let that affect him. He's going to go after you just the same way as if you were smaller. I personally think he's going to end up on like a Raiders team, or like maybe a Philadelphia Eagles if they don't end up going with Marcus Mariota. They don't trade up for him. The Eagles defense is struggling. Raiders defense secondary is struggling. I think this guy's a big aspect to any defense that wants him. Number 2, you might know this guy by the number 408, Melvin Gordon out of Wisconsin, running back. The guy has one of the best vision I've seen in college football in a while. Explosive speed, sheds tacklers, makes his own holes. This guy is textbook. He resembles a lot of Jamal Charles from the tape I've seen. This guy, he's in the running for the Heisman. I personally think with the announcement that the Seahawks won't be sticking with Marshawn Lynch, I can definitely see him fitting in the Seahawks system beside Russell Wilson. And I think that could be a deadly combination. At number 1, we have Marcus Mariota. I can't say enough about this guy. Oregon cornerback. This guy's a dual threat. If you think you're gonna go into the league, he threw for 300 yards last week. We're gonna make sure we protect that. But then you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna get you with his feet. He's prepared for the feet. He's gonna get you with his arm. This guy's the number 1 pick overall. This guy. The Eagles. There's talk they're gonna go after him with their struggles. To me, he resembles a lot of Colin Kaepernick, and Colin Kaepernick, as you know, got that big contract last year. That's kind of what you want to see. And that's my top 5 for right now. Could change. So I'm gonna let you know a little bit about Oregon's coming up game. They're playing the Colorado Buffaloes. They got a big lineman back that even makes Mariota deadlier. As you know, IFO's ready to go on defense. I personally think my prediction for the game is going to be Oregon, number 2 in the nation. And for me, the key factor to win is shut down their wide receivers, run the ball early, work the play action late in the game, moving downfield when they're struggling secondary. And this week, the Eagles are going to play the Titans. My pick is the Eagles. I watched the Pittsburgh Titans game. I saw they're pretty vulnerable on the ground. I think if Michelle McCoy gets it going, Darren Sproles gets it going, Mark Sanchez can maybe work the play action, and Jordan Matthews been looking up great. Hendricks will be playing this week with his cap. He's been playing a couple weeks, but there's been questions. As you know, unfortunately, Ryans and Foles will not be returning this week, maybe for the rest of the season. I think the key to win the game for the Eagles is to really heal the secondary this week. That big loss at Lambeau Field, they need to get their confidence back. They were shook up. Played a great game Monday Night Football against Cam Newton and the Panthers. But I really think their number one thing they need to do is get the ground game going. And now I'm gonna tell you my picks for the Heisman, and I'm gonna tell you my picks for the number 1 pick in the draft. Number 1. For the Heisman, I personally think Mariota. I think his schedule isn't the hardest for the rest of the year. I think he might even win that championship game at the end of the year. I think scouts have been crazy about him. Probably would have been top 10 last year. And I think this year he had the season that Oregon wanted to see and that everyone really wanted to see. My first pick, he's first pick in Heisman. This guy, I can't say enough about him. Hoping the Eagles go out and get him. If they don't, I know he's going to be a great quarterback for the Jets, Tampa Bay, something like that. And that will do it here at NFL Draft Daily. Make sure to tune into us next week. We're going to release our mock draft 1 through 32. And you have a great day. Stay classy.